A new social media platform has taken the world by storm as more and more young women have joined OnlyFans during lockdown, and some have made a fortune in doing so. The site was launched 4 years ago, but unlike Instagram or Facebook, OnlyFans allows content creators to post content and receive payment directly from their followers or fans via subscriptions or one-off tips. It isn't just aimed at people who sell nude images, but many users do. Many of these creators are young women, often with no history of adult work, but with an attitude to sex and particularly physical assets, which many find easy to work with, which is very lucrative, we are told. Bex Shiner is a model on OnlyFans, also a former Big Brother contestant back in 2008. How are you, Bex?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm good as gold at the 2008. Man alive, when you were in that big house. It seems
I
5 minutes
know.
ago.
It actually does. It's gone. It's just. I did a reunion show yesterday on Zoom, and it felt really weird.
Did it? Yeah. Well, it changes everyone's life in some form or another. It, of course, gave you a profile, and there would have been people who, since '08, have followed you, and they're aware of you. They like what you do. They like you. They buy into your character and your attitude and your sense of fun, etc. And I guess, I'm not putting words into your mouth. You sort of capitalised on that and thought, I'll go down the OnlyFans route here as well.
No, I'd say. I mean, I came out of the house, and the second thing that I did, within 24 hours, was go and do a topless photo shoot for Nuts magazine. So it
Yeah.
was straight away. It's down the glamour route. I went down there, and then I ended up working on Babe Station, and then I've been doing modelling all over the world, topless modelling all over the world, doing the plus size thing, the natural thing. So for me, OnlyFans came along, and it was just kind of an easy way for me to be able to work from home.
Sure, and but my point is that you've got a base of followers anyway, which would have
Yeah.
been which would usefully feed into that. So this is all about. So what was the deal to begin with? Because as a bloke, I'm always, I don't have breasts, so I've never been required to be photographed topless in that respect. What was the deal with that? Why were you specifically asked to pose topless after Big Brother?
I think I went into the house as that kind of character anyway. I was 21 years old, so I was young. I got naked a lot. I was like, I'm doing it for the curvy girls. I was going down that route of kind of like proving that you could do something, that you didn't have to look a certain way. You didn't have to be a certain type of person to go and do all this glamorous stuff and to have, a sexy body sort of thing. I
Okay.
wanted to be able to show that. That was the original plan of doing that, and also a lot of money. I mean, you're talking into way over £100,000 for my first photo shoot that I did topless. So
Seriously?
yeah, I mean, I've been able to. I have never gone back to work in
Of
12
course. Well,
years.
you wouldn't need to. I mean, sadly, it didn't save Nuts magazine, did it? But
No,
nonetheless, nonetheless, that's clearly not your problem. And of course, so you've capitalised on that element of your personality and your physical being, and you're kind of okay with that. You're relaxed about it. I'm sure. There might have been. Was there people around you that were advising you not to go down the kind of topless, naked route?
yeah, my mum was mortified.
Of course she was. She's your mum.
She's my mum. She's the it's a respected business lady, and it's not good for her. I mean, I have children as well, and I would die if my little girl went down the route of
Yeah.
what I do now. But I'm stuck in this industry, and that's why I think it's quite sad that the younger generation are getting involved in this, because once you get into it, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, I speak to people who on this issue, and that regularly is a response. But I mean, no one's making you. This is your choice. You're an independent woman, and you have chosen at the moment that the OnlyFans website is something or a way that you can earn a living.
I mean, for me, it's amazing. I mean, I get to stay home with my kids. I get to work from home. I bought this house. We go to Florida every year.
So it's
I'm able
giving you real financial stability. So just describe, for those who don't know, then, what do you have to do for your OnlyFans page? What does that involve?
So every day I have lights and I have a setup. So when my partner gets in from work, I go away upstairs into like a studio room that I have set up, and I take photos enough for the next day and a video, and then I schedule posts to go out every hour. On my OnlyFans topless pictures, I do fetish, so I do curvy topless lady pictures.
So you only go topless, do you?
I do flash do flash some other parts, but I don't do anything hardcore on there, unfortunately. But I will talk naughty to them, so I will voice note them and I will talk in that manner to them.
So guys pay for this?
They do, and I must be good at. I've got an extreme amount of followers. I've been doing it a long time, so I know I kind of get the angles and the lighting, and
sure.
I've got an outfit stack for the years and years and years that I've been collecting different outfits and stuff. So I'm able to kind of give people what they want.
Do you see it
on there?
Do you see it as porn, Bex?
I wouldn't like to, because I don't want to describe what I do as porn, because for me that's just too far down the line. But you can do porn on there, and there is girls that do porn on there, as in boy girl. They take they do sexual things on there with their partners or with porn stars, which I don't. So that's, for me,
so you've got your own limitations. But of course, does that depend if somebody said, here's 30,000 quid, I just want to see something more?
Oh no! So years ago, I did webcam with an ex, and someone filmed it. And since then, no, I wouldn't never risk it ever.
Not for any amount of money. And just
not for any amount of money.
I wouldn't be rude enough. I wouldn't be rude enough, Bex, to ask what you earn, but just give us a ballpark of what can be earned then through an OnlyFans page, regularly posting and clearly satisfying the needs and requirements of your fan base. What sort of money can girls earn doing this?
I mean, I don't want to encourage young girls to do this, but between minimum maybe 3,000 to I want to say to because this is what I've done, maybe 20,000 a month.
Wow! So between 3 and 20 grand a month for essentially.
I pay my taxes.
No, I'm sure you do. I'm sure HMRC are delighted. They probably have a campaign that we want more Bexes out there. Who knows? But so this is essentially for going topless, being a bit cheeky, talking a little dirty to some guys, and that can earn you 20 grand a month.
You know what? It's so ridiculous, because you've got people out there working on the front line, especially in this pandemic, and who are going out there and are getting not even a quarter of what I can earn through showing a man my nipples. And for me, it makes me feel guilty, because I think I'm earning all this money from sitting at home, but that's the upside. And then there's obviously you've got the downside of people going, oh, you do this, so for that it's silly money.
Do guys do it as well?
Guys do it. I have seen some guys do it. I don't think they do as well. One of my trans friends I know earns into the, like, you're talking hundreds of thousands a year. He does it, yeah. One of the at the top.
Because I'm now, I'm wondering, am I in the wrong career here? Because I'm
go and get OnlyFans.
I have to say, Bex, I'm easy on the eye. I'm not a bad sort. I scrub up okay, and there could be a whole thumping extra.
Anybody's welcome.
What do you say though to young girls who, would listen to this and they might think, they're leaving school, they're 16, 17, 18. This sounds like a bit of a dream to some people.
Because it's not going to last forever. And I mean, I've worked in so many different platforms. I mean, I started doing the Nooks magazines that have gone. I started doing Daily Star and Page 3, which have gone. And then I moved on to the Babe channels, which have slowed down. Then webcam slowed down, and then OnlyFans slowed down. This is not going to last forever. It is not a substantial platform for these girls to make a career out of. It's overrammed with talent now.
And you have to be, would it be fair to say, I mean, I've interviewed girls who've become lap dancers and, you know, they started out as lap dancers and it was just that one guy in the club one night that said, here's extra money, can I meet you later? And before they realised it, they were in a whole different industry.
Yeah, and this is the problem that I have. You have to have a limit, and if you're not in the right frame of mind, which at 18 years old, I would not have been in the right frame of mind. I'd have done something that I regretted, and I would have had to have lived with that. Luckily, I haven't, but I imagine that a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-old girls have, and I do think there should be an age limit of where this is. I don't think 18-year-olds should be doing this at all. I completely am against it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just can't think. I just keep thinking, if my daughter ever gets into this,
that would be a difficult sort of moral question, wouldn't it? Because, you know, you'd be...
But
I guess you could talk to her about the downsides, but there doesn't seem to be many downsides from your perspective, because it's being in control of it, isn't it? It's being in control, and I guess you are in control, and that's the difference, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm an educated lady who has been in the media for a long time, and there are a lot of vulnerable people that are not in this frame of mind and that are getting caught up and that are going down the wrong path. And I think it is preying on the vulnerable a little bit, because there are men that do like the younger look, and it's getting out of hand.
That can be out of hand.
From my point of view. I want to say something on OnlyFans' point of view. For now, they are putting something out, so we have to send ID, and they are checking everyone's age doubly thoroughly, and they are working on that. Yeah,
that's good. And I mean, in terms of when you stop doing this, I mean, what's the plan, Bex?
I mean, I've been saving a lot of money, and I have backups. So I will be doing hair extensions and beauty and stuff like that. But while I can stay at home and before my kids go to school, I will carry on doing this.
And how many guys have you got that regularly, you know, ask for your photos to be sent to them?
I have around, between my account, 2,000.
Okay, so 2,000 guys that regularly receive a sort of a daily photo of Bex topless.
Yes.
There you go.
2,000.
That's a lot.
But that's not everyone. I mean that's a lot of hard work to get to that point.
I'm sure it is. Listen, Bex, good luck with everything. Thank you. Bex, lovely to have you on with us. Bex Shiner, who is a model on OnlyFans, former Big Brother contestant back in 2008, you may remember. And it's funny, listening to her, and this is crucial, I sense, she's very much in control of what she does, and I'm going to make no moral judgment on that. I guess it gets into tricky and difficult, maybe uncomfortable territory when somebody doesn't sense they're quite as in control, or other people are around them who are more in control than them, and that's a whole different ballgame perhaps.